Hello, this is Brian Purdy with the Florida Aviation Network, live and in the clear from Oshkosh, Wisconsin and Air Venture 2025. Today we're visiting with Sam Bousfield, the CEO and brains and dream behind the Samson Sky and the Samson Switchblade. And we're going to fill in what's going on with that development and some of his exciting speeches that he's done here. Good afternoon, Sam. How are you doing?
Doing fine, Brian. Thanks a lot.
Okay. So we saw each other at the Electric Aircraft Symposium. So how well did that go?
It was fun. It's the first time I've spoken at the Electric Aircraft Symposium. It's put on by the Vertical Flight Society, and good group of people. Oh my gosh, lots of experience there, and it was nice for everybody to share what they're doing, how they're doing it, their successes, failures, what they've learned about it, because I think it's really going to help bolster the industry and make it possible for these things to happen faster.
It's always great when you actually have collaboration rather than too much competition.
I would agree, and I think that's the spirit of that. Everybody's there; they kind of all know each other. I was the new boy, right? And so it was nice, and I was greeted nicely.
Okay, great. So, what can you tell us about the latest with the Switchblade?
Well, the Switchblade is a hybrid electric, which is partially why we're invited there. It's hybrid electric, and that system is being developed now to the commercial grade that it needs to be. It's still got some ways to go, but it is a really nice system. I think that if anything, we're seeing the advance of our hybrid system beyond even what we were thinking it could do. So that part's really, really good.
Okay, and maybe even some ideas for improvements later on?
Yes, definitely so, and we're hoping that the Mosaic announcement will encourage things to go much better for us in the future too.
Okay, great. I know a question on most people's mind, when should we expect the first several Switchblades to be, I want to say delivered, but available for construction?
Sure, so the process right now is we're in the tail end of production engineering, which is how do you make thousands, and then we're actually making parts and starting to assemble the parts for the first production vehicle, which you do that so that you can verify not only just the vehicle itself as a production vehicle, but how it's built, right? You want to prove out how it's built, because we're going to be taking what we learned from this and putting it into an assembly line, and that's where rubber meets the road on production. I think that to answer your question of when people would have them as a vehicle to a person, about a year from now we should be starting with that in a limited basis while we set up that bigger facility. We're going to do an intermediate facility so that we can start production and take the first 25 or so and get those out to people so we can get more of them in use.
Okay, and so that sort of tells me that maybe next year you're having that new production model here on display?
The plan is have it flying, driving, capable of taking the skies here at Air Venture and showing off the world what a Switchblade can really do.
Wow, okay. I'm waiting with bated breath, as most everybody else in the world is, because it's going to be such a game changer in transportation. Any last words before we call it quit in this nice warm sunlight?
Well, it's a great day to be at Air Venture, and hopefully you're here amongst the crowd. And if not, you look at all the different displays and things that were talked about through FAN. A great place to learn about aviation, a great place to hear the news. Thanks.
Thank you, and a good place to lose your hearing with the jet sounds. But this is Brian Purdy with the Florida Aviation Network, live and in the clear from Aerospace 2025 in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, with Sam Bousfield of Samson Sky. Have a great day. Okay.